Java is a programming language created by James Gosling from Sun Microsystems in 1991. The Java is a platform independent and pure object oriented programming language. So, today we see that the basic concepts in Java. These are the main concepts in Java: object, class, inheritance, encapsulation, packages, and interface. Objects. An object is an instance of a class. The object is the real element which has data and can perform actions. Each object is created based on the class definition. The class can be seen as a blueprint of an object, such that it describes how an object is created. Class. A class is a template that describes the data and behavior associated with an instance of that class. A class is defined by the class keyword and must start with a capital letter. The body of a class is surrounded by open brace and close brace. The data associated with the class is stored in variables. The behavior associated to a class or object is implemented with methods. A class is contained in a text file with the same name as the class plus the .java extension. Inheritance. A class can be derived from another class. In this case, this class is called a subclass. Another common phrase is that a class extends another class. So the class from which the subclass is derived is called a superclass. Inheritance allows a class to inherit the behavior and data definitions of another class. Java is a programming language created by James Gosling from Sun Microsystems in 1991. The Java is a platform independent and pure object oriented programming language. So, today we see that the basic concepts in Java. JVM, Java Virtual Machine. Java source code is transferred into the bytecode format which does not depend on the target platform. These bytecode instructions will be interpreted by the Java Virtual Machine. The JVM contains a so-called hotspot compiler which translates the performance critical bytecode instructions into a native code instructions. Java is a programming language created by James Gosling from Sun Microsystems in 1991. The Java is a platform independent and pure object oriented programming language. So, today we see that the basic concepts in Java. JVM, Java Virtual Machine. Java source code is transferred into the bytecode format which does not depend on the target platform. These bytecode instructions will be interpreted by the Java Virtual Machine. The JVM contains a so-called hotspot compiler which translates a performance critical bytecode instructions into native code instructions. This is the example for platform dependent and platform independent. The C source code is a platform dependent, so only it is run on the machine code instructions. But Java is a source code converted into bytecode using Java Virtual Machine. This is the primitive types in Java: integer 4 bytes, short 2 bytes, long 8 bytes, byte 1 byte, float 4 bytes, double 8 bytes, and character Unicode encoding 2 bytes, boolean true or false. The short, long, byte, float, double is used in previous C and C++. Here is a simple program in Java. The class is a keyword, hello is a class name, public static void main is a main statement, and system.out.println is a printing the statement. And then we have to compile the program. Java compile hello.java, and how to run the program means just we print Java the class name hello. Packages. Java groups classes into functional packages. Packages are typically used to group classes into logical units. For example, all graphical views of an application might be placed in the same package called com.ojala.webapplication.views. Other main reasons for the usage of packages is to avoid name collisions of classes. Access control or access specifier in Java. It has a four: public, protected, private, default. Public members can be called modified from outside. Protected can be called modified from derived classes. Private can be called modified only from the current class. The default, if no access modified stated, usually it is referred to as friendly, can be called or modified or instantiated from the same package. Polymorphism. Polymorphism in Java is a concept by which we can perform a single action in different ways. We can perform polymorphism on Java by method overloading and method overriding. If you overload a static method, it is the compile time polymorphism. If it is perform a dynamic method means it is called a runtime polymorphism. Interface. An interface is a type of similar to a class and is defined via the interface keyword. Interfaces are used to define common behavior of implementing classes. Like a class and interface define methods. Classes can implement one or several interfaces. A class which implements an interface must provide an implementation for all abstract methods defined in the interface. These are the basic concepts in Java. Dear students, I hope you understand today's class. Thank you.